Yeah, good morning. Good morning, all of you, my dear students. I would like to introduce one of our alumni student, 2011-15 batch, Piyush K. Dwivedi, who is working in SAP Labs. So he is the second batch students of our CSE branch, and he would like to discuss with you and share some key points with you. If you also have any questions in the present technologies or interview tips or resume skills or whatever it may be, you can also have discussion with him. Okay, so I'm going to give it away to Piyush K. Dwivedi. Piyush, please start.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Thank you, sir. Hello, everyone. Thank you for inviting me here. It's nice meeting you all. Uh, my name is Piyush, and I am a graduate BTech from 2015 batch of CMR Group. Uh, it was a nice journey since the start. Uh, I have joined newly from directly from North Indian batch, and then we started mingling with people there in the local group. Initially it was tough for me because unfortunately I do not understand the local language, so the gramming and the mingling with people was initially tough, but eventually it was really surprising that the group and the faculty, friends, everyone has supported us a lot, and we had worked hard to goom up. Technology aspect was also really great when the opportunities was given in the college. There were a lot of different sessions conducted by the department to not only help us in the syllabus of JNTU, but also goom up outside the syllabus and scale up the knowledge in terms of IT industry requirements. I clearly remember the initiative from CSE department to conduct a lot of hackathons, hands-on workshops, and other skill development infrastructure based seminars, especially for the departmental students, which has helped. One instance is Android application development. I had learned in my first year uh, that how do we develop an Android application in that era. It was just 2011-12. So such initial responses, while this college was also developing, growing, seeing the new culture and competing against the market requirements, it was easy. And moreover, at the last scenario, when we reach to final year, again the placement comes into picture, and then a lot of trainings provided and opportunity to sit on the placements for companies. All these were helpful. So overall, if I summarize in one line, it was not a one instance which helps a student to grow and clear the path, build the career, but it is always each nimbles points, each bits and supports which are given at any point of time by the college to individual student, and each of them builds the tower, and then finally this career growth is considered as completed. uh, there were lot of faculty members. You cannot name one or two there. And there are a lot of faculty members who has helped in defining the path, suggesting the career options, and simplifying the task to to proceed in the to proceed to achieve the goal. So it was a great journey. Now I see college has grown a lot in infrastructure, experience, certifications, etc. There are a lot of uh, big bigger groups of batches which I see now in CSE department, especially infrastructure wise also there are a lot of growth. So I think it's a, it's a good opportunity for students to utilize the resources, take help from senior faculties. Experience matters, and I see in CMR there's a good experienced faculties, um, uh, respected HOD, and there are a lot of resources from where students can grab. And the the best part now is being autonomous. You know, when I was a part of the organization, it was under whole soul under JNTU, and now being an autonomous part, it's really a tremendous achievement which organization has found out. And this also helps as me individually. How do it how do I see it benefiting me is the bigger question. And then it helps to any individual being his or her college to be autonomous in several ways. uh, the 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 pattern of the curriculum designing, the examinations, you know there are a lot of aspects wherein a college can groom their students in terms of specific requirements to their specific students. So this is how it started. And now college, when we say it was a developing organization, and now when we say it is a developed organization, there's a significant difference now I see. Whenever I visit the organization, there's a whole soul change in the infrastructure, the way certifications, the fame, the accreditations are given to the college. That really appreciated. So, not talking more, I would maybe directly jump to my final year experience. Uh, I was I was given opportunity to sit for a couple of interviews in different organizations which visited for hiring, and it was never the first company you easily get, right? And then you always get demotivated. How do you proceed? Your benchmate, your friend, your classmate got a job, very good job, whereas you did not. And then there is a feeling which automatically comes as a human inside everyone, that now what should I do? I do not have a job. And then you don't even know whether you will get it or not, you'll get a better one or not. That is also a question. So all these things also hindered me when I was not given a chance in the first company which visited us. But eventually, you know there were a couple of companies from where I got the offer, and then I got an offer from SAP. So slowly, when you keep the goal focused, keep working hard, you realize what you have done, what was your mistakes done in the past interviews. I remember I was rejected in one of the interview in the group discussion round, and that's the round where all of us mostly would feel that that's the easiest round. We don't prepare much. We prepare for technical rounds, personal one-on-one interviews, written exams, quants, all of these. But we hardly prepare for group discussions, and that has also happened with me. So I was rejected in that round, and I'm still not sure why was I rejected, but I was rejected. That's a fact. So I had to work on that. I have found out that what could be going wrong within this. And then there is a lab called ECLS or ELCS lab, I believe. I've forgotten the name, wherein you understand how you present yourself, how do you sit in the group discussions. So I went to the faculty and I requested them, like, I have to groom myself. This is what it went wrong, and then I have to correct it. And then they helped me. I have put in all the tips what they have given, and then it worked. So only key is you have to find out all your individual points wherein you feel that this is your this is the point which is taking you down. And when we consistently work on it, it's very sure that you cannot, improve in all the points. I might be bad in group discussion. I might be bad in quants. I might be bad in reasoning as well. And but I cannot groom all of these in just a day or a week. And the interviews keep on going very frequently. So you have to pin out at least one point wherein you can improve it, and that will significantly improve your progress. So this is one of them. Second is, your marks, your curriculum, aggregate whatever we have, found out from the college. That is also important. And lot of times, uh, we feel that we are, capable to get this company. We are capable to achieve this. But somewhere aggregates or the marks percentage pull us down, and that's the pinpoint where you cannot work hard in 1 week. So only marks is the point where you have to consistently work from day one. If a BTech first year has went wrong and a company comes that we will hire a person who has never had any backlog in the history, you're out, and that's a fact. Whatever anyone says, that's a fact. So how do we, come up on this? The only mantra is study. No one can tell you any other shortcut, and it's a real fact. You go to placement office. It's a beautiful office now. There is a very good team. I have visited a couple of other colleges during other hirings, other seminars, a lot of other events, and I have seen, there is a lot of improvement required in other colleges in markets. And I somewhere feels that my placement, department is really doing good. And on top of it, our department, especially, CSE department, getting a company is not only getting certificates. You should be very good in Java, you should be very good in, programming, all these things. This is one part of it, which only comes when you're filtered in the list to sit in the interview. The first part comes first, and which is your marks. So, my very close friend sits just beside me in the class for a whole 4 years. He had some 69%, 69 point something. Madhav sir, you might be knowing, we used to literally, beg, what is this, sir? Just point some differences, 70% is what you're asking. When you round off, there is a math function in in C language. When you round off the number, it automatically it gives 70. Why don't you do it? But it's the rule. You cannot do it. That's a fact. And it's not Madhav sir's or Srujan sir's decision. It's not in their hand. If it would be in their hand, they would have recruited every one of us, with good packages. That's not happened. It's a fact. So we have to accept it somehow. So summarizing all of this is, one, keep your marks consistent. How do you do it? You have a lot of resources. This is not the session to improve your marks. Second is, get get some certification. It really helps. And I would tell you, go to Srujan sir. There is a bunch. When you say you go to some guru and then he gives you some Gyani mantra, Ramayana, Mahabharata, he has digital links where he will tell you where you can, easily, or after doing hard work, there are a lot of options. You can build up an application, host it on somewhere. He has pushed me so hard. Now I see that it was really good eventually. But the time, parents beat us, we always say, what is this, yaar? My dad always beats me. What is this HOD? He always beats me. But that time, he has forcefully made us to do a mini project to create an Android application and host it on the Play Store. We had to pay also. But those days we did not really, identify the significance of it. The application may not be worthful, but what I learned during, creating an application, hosting to a platform where publicly it is accessible, is worthful. When we discuss with in front of a recruiter in a personal interview, and then you proudly tell that this is the application I have created, and then you do it. Then you see the smile on the recruiter, and that's where you feel that, yeah, this was required. It's not always the end goal which needs to be done. He keeps on telling me, Srujan sir keeps on telling me that, why don't you create a website wherein you can maybe host groceries. Those days this big basket and all these things weren't there, but the idea was there, at least not in my end, but his mind. And then he kept telling me, I did not do it, but now I realize, if I would have done it, I might not be competing with big basket. That's not a point at all. We're not going in business. The point is, he wanted us to write code, try out how people log in, how people purchase, cart, all these things, experience. And then you will be able to do the similar thing when you go and do a job for a company. That's how end of the day we do. So this all really helps, and that's the only word I can say. It helps, period. So my my sincere suggestions would be, as I said, marks is one, because that's the ticket. When you get the ticket, then only you will go inside and do wonders. So that's the ticket, marks. You have to be very good in aggregate, whatever the company requires. Second is your certification, at least one. You have to be very thorough in at least one section. Correct. You might have good hobbies in some field. You might have something good in other field, but you have to find out where your interest lies, and you have to groom yourself. I am very bad in database handling. I still don't know what is the very good differences in rollback, commit, all these keywords which we learn in the curriculum. I'm not good in that, and I don't like it. That's the fact. But I might be good in some other field, for example programming. I like Java programming. So I have tried myself to do better in Java area, and that has helped me. So there are a lot of aspects. One is programming, another is DB, another is security, next is operating system, networking, very very important. UI designing. Lot of fields are there in computer sciences. You choose anyone and just build on it, so that you can tell. If I ask you as a recruiter that what is that one thing you really like, you should have an answer, concrete answer. It's three. Fourth one is confidence. Don't lose it. And that's the last key. Even if your best friend gets a good job, that's okay. Congratulate him or her. But don't lose your, motivation. Because one day you will also get it. It's a fact. You will get it. And, all of us will join the company at the same time. You might get a job today, but the person has to complete his curriculum. Then only he will join the college, join the company. So no matter what, you should never lose your confidence. You will get it easily. And then there are a lot of colleagues you will get, a lot of friends you will get, faculty members you will get to help you out. You go to computer lab, ask the in charge that you want to sit, you want to do some programming whenever you're free. I do not see that anyone in the department will object. And when you're sitting and doing something, you prepare a folder in a system, and then keep doing something. End of the day, if it goes with a big application which is working end to end, submit it as a project. And that's where your hard work will show. Going to Ameerpet and just purchasing a software never helps. It just as fake as just showing something which you have not done. And it might give you a job, it might give you a lot of things, the marks, pride, but at end of the day, at one time it will harm you, that you don't have experience. And whenever a company will say write a code, you won't be able to do it. That's all. There's so many comments I see. Okay, anyone please unmute yourself. Did you sleep? Ah.
No, no.
Okay. So maybe we can have a discussion. We still have another half an hour, and any questions?
Anybody is having any questions, please post in the chat, or you can unmute yourself and ask to Piyush. If
Share
you,
your work experience. Somebody says.
yeah, so many ask
Mm,
so many questions to me. Now I brought you the alumni. Now you can ask him only. See, nobody thinks nothing.
doesn't mean our faculty can't answer. Okay, they can
Yeah,
also answer.
yeah. You
Okay.
can.
Meantime, I'll share my experience. Please post your questions or directly ask me. It's okay. So when I joined SAP, uh, it's a very reputed big company, and we had visited SAP labs. To when I was in second year, along with Naresh sir, Sujan sir was also there, and see, as the story I was framing, same thing again comes back. Placement officer, Madhav sir, and there are a lot of colleagues. Whom shall I, start naming? It will never end. They have all sponsored our trip from Hyderabad to Bangalore in SAP labs. Around 30-35 people visited Bangalore from our college, literally, to attend a Techniversity program hosted by a company. And then we had really learned a lot of good things, what actually industry is looking for. That seminar, that session was exclusively done for college students, and what SAP is you know uh, want in terms of going ahead in the vision of 2020 or next 5-10 years. So that was the time I really first time found out that SAP is a company. It's not just a certification you find in one of the poster in Amirpet. Also, it is such a vast company which has footprints almost everywhere. SAP is an ERP company which is used by almost 73% of the on the companies globally. And when you come here, there are a lot of things you can do. You might be good in one field, as I told you, right? You might be interested in database, in programming, in management, in HR, in designing, in Scrum. All aspects are open, and that's how I started liking it. I joined as a scholar, wherein my company sponsored me an MTech degree from BITS Pilani in parallel to the work which we were doing. So I did my MTech fully sponsored by the organization, and then I completed it in 2017, and I converted myself into fully full-time employee, and then I'm working now. This is how the journey started, and whole soul, uh, the footprints have embarked by CMR. They have supported me from the start. There are a lot of instances where the college has helped me to groom myself and able to achieve this. Even after joining SAP, there is examination which happens to convert scholar to a full-time employee, and then I had lack of couple of skill sets which were required here. And then I went back to college, and then I know Gladys ma'am. I reached out to her, and then she helped me. I also reached out to, lot of times I've reached out to Madhav sir that this is what we want, and then we have to do this. And then he has always come up, yeah, yeah, we'll do it. It's always the organization which helps you to grow up. You might, when somebody pushes you up, it's only your face which is visible. But when somebody comes from the backside and see who is holding you, that's the college. So it's too heavy word, but yeah, it is the fact. So I do coding. I am a developer in SAP now. I am a UI5 front end developer, and I'm also a Java trainer in SAP. That's the primary role. Okay, can you share about how you have started working? How I have started working. Okay, I'll read out other questions as well. Is coding plays an important role in placement? Of course, yes. But I'll tell you how. Without coding, is it possible to get placed in off campus? Of course, yes, that is also possible. Not everyone do coding, but I'll also tell you how. What does a recruiter expect from a fresher, and what are the resources you used to become perfect in coding? Am I perfect in coding? Is a question, but thank you if you tell me that. Okay, so how coding plays an important role in placements is simple answer yes. Any company you join, the baseline. See, suppose you join Indian Air Force. What is the baseline? Aircrafts, correct? They they have aircrafts. They surveillance the airfield, and then they save for a country. They must have pilots. That's the first skill, but that's not the only skill, right? There are a group of ground staff, radar operator, communicator, lot of things who handles it. Similarly, in IT industry, the baseline is programmer. Without programming, their product will not run. If their product will not run, nothing will work. Now suppose if I'm a marketing or sales guy in a company, right? For example, I'm working in Amazon. Assumption. Okay, and Amazon puts me, suppose, as a marketing or sales guy, right? So I should have a sales skill. But what if tomorrow programmers stop coding for Amazon, and then what will I sell? Nothing. Baseline is programming. So that always helps you, to get anywhere in the industry easily. Is the one thing. But that's not the only thing you get for a job. Once you are aware and good in basic programming, when you know C language, when you know some Java oops concept, that also helps you to understand a product, how it is designed. Technicality also you would be able to get it. And then only you can also become a product owner, a program manager, a program lead. There are a lot of designations wherein you can put in yourself and then apply for a job. That role specifically might not want you to do programming, but if you are not sure about how the coding is done, you are not suited for the job. Hence these are the basic skills, very very basic skills you should get to get into any IT company. So the first and simplest answer is coding plays an important role in placement. Answer is yes. uh, can you mention the key technologies that a student can learn to survive in market? ah Nobody can answer this. The key technologies keeps on changing every day. Every day there is some new technology called verify. And then and then verify was the language which I had seen last year, I think, which is used extensively for UI programming in JavaScript. And that has evolved in just 1 year a lot. Then people keep talking about this on LinkedIn and a lot of other forums. So this is just an example. There are a lot of languages which you can start on, but what is the base underline on of it? Object oriented programming. So when I say what are the key technologies, you should get your concepts clear. If you know C++, it becomes very easy to get and goom Java, for example. If you know one of the object oriented language, you can always get into any other language. That is very easy. When I know Hindi, I can at least goom up and understand Punjabi, Bihari, and or take your example, Telugu. I had a lot of my friends of Telugu background, and when they came to Bangalore, and they were saying, "Ra, I can at least read out few terms which are very very similar to Telugu script." That happens the same for programming language as well. So that's the one. Next is, without coding, how do you get a off-campus placement? That's possible. Frankly speaking, that's possible. It's not only the programming which you learn in CSE department. Don't you learn your networking skills? Don't you learn your operating system handling skills? There's a lot of other designing skills, design patterns, software development. There are a lot of topics which are actually developed into areas, different areas where you can groom yourself. So somehow, if you're not very interested in programming, you can always go in these areas and you can groom up yourself. Database is one of them. Computer organizations is one of them. How do you handle hardware? These all are required. But I would again tell you that whenever you are going in this direction, always have an good understanding about programming language as well. When you're talking to a programmer, suppose you are a IT lead where you provide infrastructure to the programmers, and then programmers say that I have to code in Java, and then I need some 6 GB of RAM, and this is required, my system is getting heated up, can you please arrange? And then you tell your team, because you're lead, you tell your team that okay, this is the infrastructure we need to give to our resources. But you don't know any legality about the requirement of Java, then you will be like just simply listening and doing the job. I want you to put out your brain also, and then understand the requirement and then give suggestions, and that's how you grow. So always whenever you go apart from programming, you should also have a basic knowledge about programming. What a recruiter expect from a fresher, you should be very keen to learn. That's the only thing I believe every recruiter looks. If you are not very keen, when we keep printing a lot of certificates of workshops we have attended, and then we put up all the bundle in one of the file, and then we take that file to the interview, and then we show these all the certificates I have attended so much, so many workshops, seminars, webinars. uh, what is the use of that? That only tells, if you as an employee of an organization given an opportunity to learn, you will learn, because that's how you have proven in your history. When you showcase your certificates, that proves that you are a keen learner, and whenever opportunity was given, I had utilized it, and that's how you have grown up. And then if opportunity is again provided, you will again grow up. Every organization gives you a training, that's a fact. But how you will grab that training? Will you sit at the back and then do social networking, do not listen the class? Will that be the scenario, or will you be the keen learner? That's what any recruiter at first looks.
Hi, Piyush. I have a question for
Yeah,
you.
sure.
This is Yogendra speaking.
Hi, Yogendra. Go
Actually,
on.
you're working as a UI developer, right?
Yes.
So if you want to get into a particular role, your desired role, how did you achieve
Mhm.
that role? Like, there are many roles available in SAP. So some people are working in machine learning, data science, and warehousing,
Perfect.
and etc. So
Mhm.
you were interested in UI. So how did
Mhm.
you get into that? Initially,
Pretty simple. Pretty simple. My organization has given us a lot of liberty to explore anything you want. One of my friend, he was a Java developer, brilliant Java developer, a scholar friend of mine. He also joined my team, and then he has developed his interest in machine learning.
okay.
And then he went to my manager, and then spoke about this, and then the free hands are given. Of course, see, any organization, I believe, you go and talk to a manager or the team, the work will always be there.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
provide some good resource, good skill set to the product or the project is always appreciated.
Yeah.
But for this, to achieve something, I was very interested in playing a keyboard. I
Okay.
was very interested to become a musician.
Mm.
I generally play keyboard,
Mm.
but in last few years I have stopped it.
Okay.
The reason was, I'm not blaming my parents, but my father always said, hey, what is this? Why don't you go and study? Right, your marks is not doing good, you should study, you should work hard.
Mm.
Okay, okay, you play the keyboard only for half an hour, and then you 2 hours you do study.
Mm.
I have never been able to prove that this is also gonna be worthful.
Yeah.
But now when I really play sometimes really good, my dad now comes and tells me that, yeah, this is really good, and you can release some good tunes, you can put up a YouTube channel, and then you can become some famous star, and then blah blah blah.
Hmm.
When you have done your hard work behind the scenes, nobody appreciates.
Yeah.
But without that hard work, nobody will also realize. And then after that hard work, when you showcase it, it will always be appreciated. It is not limited to SAP or CMR.
Yeah.
Anywhere you go, you have to somewhere do hard work. But there can be few instances where the organization might not have that requirement, right? That can also
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
And then somewhere you will get a path, but
Yeah.
never mind.
I have
Because
one more question. Yeah.
AI and artificial intelligence and machine learning has been there since era.
Yes.
1940 it was initially designed, one of the paper, but we never used it.
Yes.
But now see, Uber came into picture, and suddenly they have started suggesting you that this is the place you can go, this is the cab
Recommendation.
you can. The recommendations are coming up.
Yeah.
Somewhere sitting, some developer in the Uber might have initiated this idea, right?
Yes.
So there is always a first time.
Yeah.
Next question, please.
I have one more question. So actually, you said you did your MTech, but that
Mhm.
scholarship is provided by SAP. So, like, how did that doing post graduation help you building your skills?
Post graduation as a degree
Yeah.
do not help to get a recruitment very easily,
Okay.
because market competition is so high that whatever job you as a MTech MS degree holder might get, but the same job can also be given to a BTech guy.
Okay.
But it always helps because you have a very good theoretical experience.
Yes.
You when I went to MTech, I learned design patterns. There
Yeah.
is a complete altogether subject on
Yeah.
on it, and for entire year I had gone through it. There is computer designing, there is programming. So when you go in depth to learn specific skill sets, then it always helps you to put in your work, and that's where somewhere you get a push that you can utilize it. So
Yes.
it's always learning and knowledge is never going to be go in vain,
Yes.
but how do you utilize it? Suppose if I apply for a post in a government organization, they might want me only to have a master degree holder, and
Yeah.
that's where BTech guy will not be able to work out, but I can.
Yeah.
So it definitely helps, but
Yeah.
it also depends what is your goal, you know.
Yes.
Okay, uh, how about getting into ethical hacking? What are the courses I need to learn? Ethical hacking is also a good area, you know. There is it is broadly considered as a security as expert. When you go into security aspect, every product now is having a big problem to handle the security. The Zoom call we are into in now, heard the news. There is a lot of security breach which has happened, and then now since 31st May they had come into picture, and then they rectified this. So every product you design, you must have a good security aspect. To achieve it, you must also be a good ethical hacker. If you're not knowing that how do we break this application and how do we hack this application, you will not be able to solve it. So to become a doctor to handle it, you must also understand what the pain is. So ethical hacking is definitely good, and it is always required in all aspects. It's not limited to any one type of project. It is required in everywhere. And the more secure application you have, do you know why iOS is very expensive and branded compared to Android? That's your answer. Higher studies like MS is good, as just now we discussed. Master degrees are always good, to get into a designated position in any organization. You want to be a professor, for example. I also wanted to be a professor. I had a lot of dreams except going into programming. So I wanted to be a teacher, and then that's how I started becoming I started giving trainings in Java, and then I became Java trainer in my organization. So to become a good good professor in a reputed college, you should also have some designated degree, and that's where master degree comes into picture. It's one of the example. So there are a lot of areas when a master degree is required, and it always helps. So it's up to individual. For me specifically, I never wanted to do just like that. There was no specific reason. I was done with my studies, but an opportunity came into picture, and then they gave me that, why don't you join SAP, and then we will sponsor your MTech, and then this is the program. And then I had grabbed it. It's okay. But initially, if you would have already decided to do MS, it's well and good. You have to um, do some research, preparation, GRE examination. If you want to go out, if you're doing within the country, then gate exam is very good. So this is all, you have to do it. But one thing which really gives you and keeps you apart from the BTech holder or bachelor holder is knowledge. You will definitely have greater knowledge than him. And of course the experience, the last final semester is always a dissertation, where you put in some real time research and project. So that is also very, very helpful. I think in our college also, there are group of faculties who helps you to groom yourself and prepare for higher studies and examinations. So it is a good area. Any suggestions on higher studies is what we have already spoken. Many people are good in coding, but they don't speak English fluently. What would you suggest them? It's a very good question. Even I am not very good in English, but I was not even like this as what I am. And English department is there. You start reading is one thing. When you start registering words in your eyes and then brain, you start speaking them fluently. I have tried always to speak Telugu. Na peru Piyush. This is what I know. And then Chepandi, Chepu. All these few words I know because one of my friends sitting beside me on one of the notepad on the back page has given me all these words and their English translations. So I know when I have to ask someone that please tell me, then I should say Chepandi sir. And then that word I have registered, CHEPND, all these registrations has done. And suddenly when I keep speaking these words, I am at least fluent in pronouncing those words. Similar things happen for English. Now, how important is it? It is very important. When you're globally working in a multinational corporate, that's the only language you start talking. And then to present yourself, it's not always the skill which you have gained, but it also how well you present yourself. And that's where the communication skills comes into picture. Go to English department, DLCS lab is very, very important. Last semester, why they have kept all these seminars, group discussions, this is really required. How do you achieve it? Very simple. Start reading newspapers, start listening English news channels. My suggestion, never ever speak in local language within college premises. I was, by God's grace, forced to use English within CMR because I never understood Telugu language. So
ఇప్పుడు కూడానా?
even when I'm talking to my friend within the class, I had to speak in English, and that's how it forced the other person also to speak in English. So unlike if I would be in some northern college, northern India, I might have started speaking Hindi, or as you guys might also start generally talks in Telugu within the group. Avoid it. I would say at least in classes, do not entertain. You know, faculties do not use it as far as I know, and students should also not use it. That's how you start developing, and then slowly it automatically comes. Not a problem. Okay, how? Okay, there are a lot of questions. Tongue. Let me quickly wrap up. There is no time. Suggestions, higher English. How one should get motivated to start programming? Watch videos which you really like. There are millions of YouTube channels which teach you any programming language quickly. Skip and grab one of them which you really like, and then try to understand. Don't just sit on laptop or computer and start programming. No, first you understand, and you will somewhere you will start liking. You have to first understand the theory. Why do we do programming? Why do we write? My brother, he's from EC department. He never liked programming. He said, I do not want to go into programming. But those guys also have to learn programming end of the day. And then he always questions me till now, why do we write void main? And sometimes some book says int main, then return 0. Why what is this? What is void main? Main function never returns anything. Then why should we have void, even the void? That's the question. That's how the interest came into picture. Okay, why do we do it? It's not blindly write a program to sum two values. No, you should also understand why are we writing all these things. And that's where you start liking it. When I know how to drive car, I will get fed up one day. But when I know how the functionality is working, when I press clutch, what happens? How do I make my car give more efficiency, good fuel economy? When I know this and I start doing it, then I will have a interest driving my car. That's all it is. Have you started learning courses from first year? Of course, yes. They have made me. There are subjects which I have to pass. Otherwise I'll get a backlog, right? But in second year, again, Srujan sir has forced me. That time he has forced me literally to do a course in one of the organization uh, for .NET. Those days .NET was booming, and then in second year I started .NET learning, and then eventually it has helped me. uh could you help me? I'm skipping the questions because of the time. Could you help me to tell our students to improve the quality of degree apart from academics from good conceptual knowledge? Hmm. Ask questions. You ask question that how many questions I used to ask to Naresh sir, the Srujan sir. There are a lot of faculties who might know me. You ask how much I used to get irritate them. But it makes us proud. It's not only makes me proud, it also makes the faculties proud. When you have a keen student, it really makes them proud. Force them to come prepared. Challenge them. If you start challenging your faculties, that you you dare, if you are not coming prepared, then only he will be interested to teach you. you know I remember there are a lot of faculties who used to tell us that today he has prepared a beautiful agenda to discuss in the class, and then a beautiful discussion triggers, and then eventually the class becomes interesting. Otherwise, if it is very phenomenal, normal, casual discussion, it always goes as boring as class happens. So ask questions as
One
much
minute,
as
Piyush.
questions.
Piyush. Piyush.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
conclude by talking with Srujan sir.
Sure.
Srujan sir,
Happy to see you, Piyush, back
Thank you, sir. Happy to meet you too.
as a alumni. And when I heard about your profile, what the promotions you got in Staff Labs, felt very happy, and I congratulate you.
Thank you, sir.
And I'm going through with all those particular things. So just I would like to uh, ask you some questions on behalf of all the student
Mm-hmm.
fraternity,
Sure.
because it may not be only the questions. It always, even how always, very well, whenever I will discuss, I would like to try to pull out some
Sure,
solutions.
sure.
So first important point is
Mm.
for a student involving in a club activities or center of excellence activities which you have started at that time,
Mm-hmm.
so is going to help or not?
Correct. So it's not only because we started it, but it's also because as one of the question I was reading, apart from academics, what else is required? Your attitude is very important. When you start speaking with someone, when you start handling any scenario, when you lead it, that's where your cultural or your cumulative groups helps. Those are the groups which keeps on performing or conducting now and then any small level events, which end of the day helps all of us to groom ourselves. For example, cultural club, Lexus Club, during my time has conducted initially one of the seminar where you have to prepare a document on any topic you like, anything. I had prepared on Taj Mahal. So don't only think about Java or something programming. Okay, Taj Mahal is what I topic chose, and then they have asked me to go and stand on the stage and explain for 1 hour, on that topic. I was shivering, but that was just a casual discussion. But the house was full. There were a lot of people sitting in that association group. It has helped me to gain motivation. You when you feel proud that yeah, you can do this, and that's how it has started. Eventually I have now started standing in a lot of other platforms, and then I speak. Right now I'm speaking to you live globally. uh, Also needs some courage, and believe me or not, it really needs good efforts. So cultural aspects or the Lexus Club associations, if you skip, you might get good marks in your mark sheet, but it will not help you to grow anywhere else. That's a fact.
So question number 2.
Yes, sir.
So the question number 2 is, don't think in another aspect, because I'm sitting in the same chair where besides to this chair you have standed to me and you have fighted with me related to Tech Mahindra.
Yes.
Related to 0.01%.
Correct. So I got a question. uh, how important is it? I was telling about this initially. Uh, in my 12th standard, I had secured just 0.2% lesser than 70. It's 68.8, I believe. And Tech Mahindra says you have to get 70. That's all. And I was literally fighting that how does it matter, 0.8, that's it, the four marks or 6 marks in entire 12th standard. And also my point was, I am from a CBSE background, which has, anywhere if you research, has a lower marking grade compared to a local body. So when I was saying, when you go and Narayana or local board, you might get good percentage, but when you go to CBSE, it might not be possible. So there is a well balanced. So if you start comparing, I will lag behind. How does it matter? But it matters, right? So it's, as I told you, right, it's not only the one company. I had fought with Sujan sir on Tech Mahindra. I had fought with Madhav sir on CSE. Every faculty might know me with at least one company. I have fought. See, you can also say that I am somewhere lagging behind in one of the aspects every time, but end of the day, we should never fail, right? Somewhere I might have a lot of negatives. See, everyone has negatives, right? Everyone has somewhere or the other drawbacks. But that never stops you to at least go in one direction. You become potato at least, right? Potato can swell from anywhere. You never know, wherever it feels so. So wherever you get a chance in opportunity, you grow in that direction. Who stops you? That's what I learned from Rachodi sir.
No, no. I hope it is important aspect of all the students to concentrate on academics and this
Of course,
learning
yes.
activity. So
Of
that
course,
was the
yes.
reason I have asked you that question. But I'm happy to recall that. But on that day also, I told that has made you to be in SAP labs.
Correct.
Sometimes some bad is also going to be very good for us.
If I would have recruited in Tech Mahindra, you guys wouldn't have allowed me to sit for SAP Labs. So I don't know, should I shout that you did not allow for Tech Mahindra, or should I just, thank you for not allowing me in Tech Mahindra? So it's always, end day, you never know. It happens for good.
Definitely
So
not allowed me.
on behalf of CSC Department of CMR Technical Campus, again I sincerely thank to our
Thank you
alumni
very much.
Piyush And really, dear friends, all the people, I'm just going to tell only one word about him. He is like a soldier. You say anything, he says, yes, we will do. So once again, even as on today, when we requested, he came to live and he was addressing. I'm sincerely thankful to you, Piyush, to
Not a problem.
take out some time to address.
Sure.
But such kind of frequent sessions, even on technical aspects, also required. Any of the
Definitely.
language or any of the things. So I would like to plan,
Definitely.
and again through Naresh we will inform. Okay. So
Definitely.
thank you for sparing your valuable time.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you very much.
We are having an Instagram live session with Piyush Bhaiya, sir.
Oh, great,
That's also
Michael.
happening.
So I
Thank you
sincerely
very
thank
much.
Nikhil also to again getting back to the alumni.
Yeah.
Thank you, Piyush.
Thank you, Piyush. You can you can send your email ID in the chat box. If
Sure,
anybody
sure,
want
sure.
to contact, they will contact you. Please select please take the Piyush contact email ID. It will be in chat box. The session will be
I
end.
sincerely request Piyush,
Mhm.
please
Sure, sir.
join Facebook, which you have started. Right now, it has reached to 9,000 likes. 9,000 users
Great.
are there in that. Okay.
Great.
And Instagram and your Twitter, all those things, please share and do follow us also.
Definitely.
Nikhil live stream.
It's a proud to be a part of the group, and always happy to be connected and help.
Thank you so much.
Stay connected.
Thank you, Piyush.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.
Bye.